out your phone. Yeah, Tone. If you wanna parlay, down low on a parlay. I just hit a parlay, I'ma throw a party. If you wanna parlay, down low on a parlay. I just hit a parlay, I'm about to throw a party. I just woke up in time to check out my parlay from last night. I hope it's a good day. If I'm on top the leaderboard on Wanna Parlay, that mean it's a good day. Oh yeah, I forgot that the Hawks played. I bet you Jordan Poole have an off day. Guaranteed Travis Hunter made a mouse play. If so, I done cashed on my parlay. 2 picks, 4 picks, 6 picks, 7 picks. Pick your poison. Wanna Parlay, then download the app right now. Come on, join it. If you lose one time, gotta keep on going. Flip them winnings, gotta stack them coins. Stay in the race like Jackie Joyner. You'll win if you stack them points up. NBA, CBB, MLS, NFL, MLB. Take your time, build your slip. NHL, MMA, UFC. Yeah, you can go big on big. Yeah, or you can go small on small. World Series, Super Bowl, March Madness, Championship, win them all. If you wanna parlay, down low on a parlay. I just hit a parlay, I'ma throw a party. If you wanna parlay, down low on a parlay.
And we are live, folks. Welcome back to the Wanna Parlay Podcast. I'm Lantz Bell. Below me is ToneTheGoat. And this show, of course, is brought to you by Wanna Parlay, home of the $2 parlay and the world's richest parlay, where everyday people are turning $2 into $2,000. It's the last show of the week, so we're going to go over some of the winners so far this week on the Wanna leaderboard real quick. We'll go over the main event, and then we will move forward. But actually, let's start in the main event, because I think I know, yeah, it's the exact same as it was. William 311 in first place with a 175-point parlay. He doubled down. That's $3,000. It's looking for William. William, it's good to be good. Big Dog 187 in third place, 500 on a 100-point parlay. Those are definitely going to be near the top on Sunday, as they are today. But the rest of the leaderboard, 38-point parlay, 34-point. Those are achievable numbers. So we'll see what happens after a good slate of football this weekend. Let's go over some of the daily pick'em winners from last night. 3X Sport 5-8 won $100. Snacks 80. In the 5X, we saw MN Zag win 150. Noah Cams win 125, and Bochi 87. Yeah. Parlay Slayer 98. No, that's not Lonnie. I thought that was Lonnie. What's Lonnie's again? Parlay King 222. Lonnie Lyle.
Yeah.
Well, Parlay Slayer 98 won $950 in the 30X. He doubled down. Impressive stuff. And then William 311 somehow is just on a generational run. I've seen this guy's name a lot. I'm going to have to go in and look at his account and see what the career winnings are, because he's on the leaderboards often, let's just say. We got Dowd Picks back on the leaderboard in the 15X, as always.
The regular.
Yep. He's just a regular. It's like you're at a bar. You're at like a local pub or something. It's like, oh, there's the regular. There's Dowd Picks. He's always there. Guy's a legend.
For sure. He is the most legend on Wanna. I don't care what nobody says.
Oh, man. Well, those are some of the winners. We got a great show for you guys today. We'll be bringing on my dad, my father. Actually, my father. It's not like a reference. We'll be bringing him on. We'll be doing the entire slate of college football, pro football, the whole thing. Going over every line and all those. We'll be talking kind of, what goes through his brain, how he thinks, how he does, betting, really. Now he's a pool player. He doesn't actually go out and bet. He just is in those huge, college football and pro football pools. But there was a point in time he was a degenerate gambler like his fourth son. So, yeah, that'll be good stuff. And then by the end of that, we probably will be an hour at least, maybe even an hour and a half in. But before we get started, quick announcement. We'll be giving a $2 entry to anyone that shows face on this podcast. And when you do so, you'll be given an opportunity to give us a 2-man parlay And if that parlay wins, you will earn $10 more in entry tickets. Folks, I know it doesn't sound like a lot. But that's 6 opportunities to go play in the main event. And the winner of the main event comes home with 2,000 big ones. So, come on.
And we've seen it happen a trillion times. Somebody turn $2 into 2,000. We've seen it tons.
We've seen people come on the show, or no, we've seen people play only in the free to play. There's a free to play section. You win like maybe $10. It's free. You no entries, no costs, anything. Free to play. They've joined that, won there, and used that to win $2,000 out of the main event. I mean, that's literally free money. So, folks, take advantage, hustle, do the best you can. But yeah, we'll do accountability hour right before, because when he's in here, he's gonna be talking. So we get ready for some yap. But we'll go over accountability hour first. And
What'd you do, Lance?
I went 4-1.
Came off that high. Oh yeah, I knew we should have both been over 50% because we skipped that day. So we had to come back strong.
Yeah. Our first day missed in God knows how long. Only God does, because it was a long streak we had going there. But that last show, hey, we went over spreads and we did a hell of a job over the weekend. So somewhat accountable. But yeah, I'll go. The only one I missed was Diamondbacks money line against the Giants. Giants won 5-1. But then I had Aaron Judge for a hit. That's easy. Brewers money line over the Angels. Angels are done. They've quit. Horrible, pathetic franchise. Sell the team, please. Thank you. And Los Angeles FC to win. They beat Salt Lake. And then Doyers, they shut out the Phillies. So, hey, not bad. Not bad. 4-1. Tone, go ahead.
Yeah, I started off real hot, and I only had 7 picks yesterday. I think that might have been the least picks I've ever given, which is cool though. 7 picks. Started off with Aaron Judge. I went for the 1 hit, and Yankees just like obliterated. 12 hits, 10 runs. Aaron Judge had, I think, 3 hits himself, so he cleared. Then I had the Dodgers W. They cleared easily. I think that was 10-5 too, I think, if I'm not mistaken, Lance.
Dodgers were 5-0. Shut up.
5-0. Oh, shoot. Even worse. Yep, 5-0. So that W cleared. I had lock of the day, people. Orioles. I had lock of the day, Orioles. They cleared. And my second lock of the day, Blue Jays. They did not clear. Disappointingly, they did not clear. And my most upset, I just knew the Liberty and Ionescu was going to handle business at home, game 2. And that was not in the script. They got blown. The ring. I mean, Ionescu had 9, and the team had 11. But no, they had they got blew out. So the W for the Liberty did not hit, and then Ionescu's over. I told you guys too. I said whatever her points is over. She had 9 people, so it don't matter whatever her points were. She didn't go over. And then last but not least, I had Minnesota Lynx. They won by 1 point, people. They won by 1 point, and that ended me with 4 hit, 3 miss. So I went a little over 50%. On the go.
Hey, there it is. That's pretty damn good. I was bartending last night, and my God, did I watch turn on WNBA, you do the little thing. And it was just belt ass. The Liberty were just getting fucking handled. And I was just sitting there. I'm like, really? I guess, maybe they know they're going to win game 3. So, I don't know. All right. Well, we've hit that part of the show. I got to pull up ESPN. We got to go over to the slate. We got to see what we got going. We got cooking, and we got to bring on Pops. We brought him on. We're going to need him to turn on his camera. I only showed him 5 times. So we're going to hope it sticks. Pops, Lanny. There he is.
What's happening?
We can hear you. We can see you. It's all good.
Hello, Tone. How are you?
Man, I am overly I'm great to meet you. Great to meet you.
Hey, I'm a ex recovering gambling addict. I'm not sure X is ever the right, but I like to say it, so I believe it myself.
I feel that I haven't recovered, so I haven't even got that far yet.
All right. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to start NFL. We're just going to go down the whole slate and each game, and we're just going to go over the spread. And all three of us are going to give what we like. And I'm going to jot them down, and we're going to go over the numbers next Tuesday. And kind of we'll just, it's a little bit of a competition. You can have the same picks. You don't need to, because, there's three of us. But whoever has the most wins. What do we win? The ability to shit talk the other one. This goes a long way. So starting off, Thursday night football, AFC East matchup, Dolphins at Bills. Bills are minus 11.5 here on ESPN. Tone, start us off.
Bills, 11.5.
Bills. Dad, what do you got?
Well, it's usually, history is when the fish from the South in the warm, humid weather go to New York. It's usually the line doesn't matter. Lay the points. Watch the snow flurries, and the Dolphins famously went to Cincinnati years and years ago in the cold and couldn't get it done. They've been in New England, they couldn't get it done. But it's warm up there in Buffalo, and 11.5 in the NFL is a lot. You don't have the mismatches in the NFL like you do in college football. You look at some of these big lines in college football, and it's, the Ducks keep going to cover that big number because it's a mismatch. So I'm going to take the Dolphins early in the season plus the 11.5.
All right, we got Dolphins plus an 11.5. Me and Tone, we are going to be on Bills because I'm taking Bills. That's what I decided. Me personally, I'm thinking with the big line, Vegas is telling you something. Dolphins are in trouble. Bills are on their way to win. What is it? The 6th or 7th AFC East in a row. I think the problems with the Dolphins are so substantial that's why I'm going Bills. But I mean, you're right. It ain't the winter yet. It ain't cold yet. So they might Dolphins could hang in there. But all right. So there's round one. Tone Bills, Dad Dolphins, me Bills. So all right.
Probably got me nervous over here with his analytical synopsis.
What did I say, Tone? I'm like, you're gonna see why I am the way.
The Southern fish went north. He got me thinking over here. Like, gosh.
Tone, you think Lancer's gift of gab is just by accident? Now you know his dad. Now, if I take the show too long, just do this to me, and I'll cut it a little bit short.
No, this is perfect. This is perfect. All right. So. Yeah, I mean, the problem is that the Dolphins are in fight or flight mode for me. They're 0-2. They've looked awful. So it is sketchy, but I'm laying the points. Take Josh Allen, MVP. Stop. All right. Moving on.
Yeah.
But he got us thinking, Tone. He got us thinking.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Packers at Browns. Packers minus 7.5. Tone?
Packers minus 10.5 if it was for me. Packers are playing phenomenal ball right now. I think the Packers have seen some stuff that they didn't even expect to see, which has them even more just ready to go and rally behind Jordan Love. Jordan Love is playing. I feel like he's exceeding all expectations at this point. And when stuff like that happens, camaraderie and all kind of things start to activate that probably wasn't there originally. I don't think there was, as a whole, the Packers was even thinking, Super Bowl this year. I think they are thinking like that right now, just off these little few games that has went by. And going into the Browns, that ain't no threat. Good defense, but they got all kind of. Dylan Gabriel, is he starting now?
I didn't see anything. I think it's still Flacco, but I definitely know the leash is shortening.
If if Flacco is starting, then I still go with minus 7.5 for Packers. But if Flacco ain't starting, landslide.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's interesting because the Packers, especially after acquiring Micah Parsons and that whole defense is coming together, so they look like one of the top defenses in football. And then you combine that with, how LaFleur and Love, they do a good job on the offense. I mean, they get the ball. They have so many playmakers. So, yeah, I see where you're coming from there. The Packers do look like they're, I've always felt like they were a tier below Super Bowl hunting, but this year seems like the year because not only a young squad, but, it's now it's young with a little bit of experience. So it's pretty good.
And Lance,
go ahead.
Before you go, there's no way your dad is going to make me feel any other way when he gets to talking on there. There's no way. I am for sure Packers.
Hey, he's good.
Now, go ahead.
He's good at what he does. So, all right, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Packers. Just lay the points. What are we talking about here? I mean, the Browns, I can't. The problem is the Browns do have a good defense. So if it's one of those days where Jordan Love is, it's not clicking and whatever, and they're hanging in there, it's at Browns. The Browns are all fired up, and I'm sitting here having to watch. Taking the Packers. Me and Tone, Packers. Lanny?
Well, 7.5 is in the NFL is a lot of points. The backdoor cover. That's where the Dolphins may make that. They got the quarterback. They got the weapons. It's 28-7 with 8 minutes left in the fourth quarter, and all of a sudden they come back. Backdoor cover you. The Cleveland is a total backdoor cover. The problem is when you have a 7.5 on the road. So the NFL is telling you that the Packers are really 10.5, 11, maybe even 12 points better than Cleveland. Can Cleveland bring in, have enough weapons to backdoor cover the Packers? I got two guys that know how hard the NFL is to pick. So I'm supposed to take the Browns because you two went Packers. But I tell you what, I'm going to lay the 7.5. I'm going to lay the 7 and let the Browns pickers, let them hope for the backdoor cover. I'm not going to wait for a backdoor cover. So I'm going to go with the Packers minus 7.5.
All right, there we go. Little squad ride right there. That's not bad. We got Chicago KG, our KG Cheesies. This is a bar owner in Chicago, one of our regulars on the show. Absolute legend. He says, "Good morning, gents. Beware, week 3 is historically known as underdog week. So we will keep that in mind. KG, how are you? It's good to see you. All right, so we got a squad ride on Packers. It seems, usually I'm looking at the dog there, but the Packers just look damn good. They just look damn good. All right, next we have a AFC South matchup: Colts at Titans. Colts 2-0, Titans 0-2. Colts are favored by 4.5 points. All right, Tone.
I've been bragging about Daniel Jones this year, but I'm going Karen Ward on this one. They're due for a win. You said they're at home, correct?
Yeah.
I'm going to take them at home with that small, well, I don't know if that's a small spread now because your pop says 7.5. So big. I'm like, God, dog. All right. So I'll take that plus 4.5, correct?
Yeah.
I'll take the plus 4.5 because even if they lose at home, I predict it'll be a real close one, field goal win, something like that. So I'll take the plus 4.5.
I like it. Pops, what do you got?
It's a tough matchup because are the Colts really good enough to be favored over many other NFL teams besides some of the obvious bottom dwellers? The problem is I'm a Cam Ward fan. I love everything about him. I think his time is going to come in year 2 and 3. He's a slinger. He reminds me of McNair, but a lot of people don't remember. Steve McNair just slung it. He played football like we all want to live life. But this is a little early for camp. Why is Indy 4.5 on the road? I think the NFL odds makers, and don't get me wrong, Indiana would be happy to go down and kick a field goal and win by 3, and the dog covers. But I'm going to go Indianapolis. They're playing well on defense. Taylor's playing well. I don't know. It's obvious. It's a bizarre. I don't like the line, so I'm going to dare myself to take the Colts.
I'm in the same boat. I'm going Colts. I just watched them win week 1. Handily against the Dolphins, but that looked more like a Dolphins problem than a Colts success story. But the next week, Vegas gave me Colts, Broncos, damn near pick 'em. It was a 1.5 line. I know it's at Colts, and they came through and won. They beat the Broncos, and that's a big win for Daniel Jones in that group. I feel like they're fired up. The momentum's with them. They're going into the division. This year, they're like, you know what? Hey, we might be real this year. And their head coach, who was the O coordinator when Hurts looked amazing, like that was Hurts' best year in the NFL. I think it's Ripon. Is that the right name? Ripon? No one? We don't know? All right. Regardless, the head coach of the Colts, he's good offensive mind. He's got Daniel Jones dialed in the system. The Colts are, they're playing great football. So I'm the same way. I'm going to take the Colts 4.5. And yeah, that's what we got. And then the Titans, to my dad's point, absolutely. I do see it with Cam Ward, but they're still they still have time to develop him. This isn't the year that they're going to start winning. Probably not till later in the season. So, all right, we got Tone, Titans, and Colts.
I'll be 3-0 by right now, and you guys will be 2-1.
That means I'm 1-2.
Yeah.
All right.
That's so funny. All right. Next, Steelers at Patriots. Steelers minus 1.5. Oh, wait! Before I get started, our boy KG fired something. It says Daniel Jones is out of Madden cheat codes. He will be back to his normal Daniel Jones self this week. Take the plus 4.5. So KG's with you, Tone. KG's riding with you. I have something for KG. I was preaching this all goddamn offseason. All offseason, I said, do not give up on Daniel Jones. There's still life there. Look at the New York Football Giants, and then, give them a chance. Giants will still giant, and Daniel Jones looks great. So I all I gotta say is, I don't want to say I told you so, but I might have told you so.
This is the game Cam Ward is going to look great. One of the only few this year. Watch. He's going to look phenomenal in this game. Watch.
All right. Hey, we'll see.
Cam Ward's going to be a star. I love everything about him.
Yep.
All right. Steelers at Patriots. Steelers minus 1.5. Tone?
Black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. And for once in ever, I'm rolling with the Steelmakers, the Steelers, the guys up there. I don't know if anybody ever been to Pennsylvania. It's amazing how everything in Pittsburgh is like black and yellow. Everything. I mean, the bridges, the buildings, the everything. I'm rolling with them. Your boy's going to handle business. The veteran, he's going to get out there, and this is going to be one of those games. He's going to look real good. I don't know if this is small or a big spread. I don't know what's what now.
One.
But minus 1.5, I will take it. They're definitely going to handle business. Touchdown or more. Roll with it.
Pops.
Steelers are obviously even the lines telling you they're a better team. On the road is a skinny favorite, skinny dog. NFL's telling you who the better team is. Doesn't mean that they can't miss a field goal and New England wins by 2. Don't get me wrong. But you don't have to worry about a backdoor cover. And I love the Steelers coach. He's rock solid. Better quarterback. You want to believe the kid in New England's getting better, but I'm going to go Steelers. And if I lose, amen, I had the better team and the other team won, but I would go Steelers. I think the Steelers actually might be cheap here. So -1.5 might be a little bit too skinny for the Steelers. But anyway, so I'm rolling with you, Tone.
All right. Yeah, too skinny. I got
and I'm also
my back.
I'm also Steelers. My boy Raj, he could be going up against anyone, and I'm taking him. But I also think that Tomlin in this defense has been a little embarrassing almost to that point, because I'm like, we need, like, this defense last year was top of the NFL, and this year, I mean, you signed so many or traded for and got like the veteran pieces, like some real guys, real players. They're not really coming through. Week 1, it was that shootout against the Jets, and Justin Fields looked great. I think it was 32-34, 33-34, something like that. It was a 2-point because I remember I didn't cover. And then last week got 31 on them from the Seahawks. And I know special teams and things like that, but still. Point being, I think the Steelers definitely should be favored more, and I think they definitely win by more than this 1.5. So that's another squad ride for the boys. We're on Steelers. KG says Fields is out. Feels like this is an under. Justin Fields plays on the Jets. KG, wake up.
This is Drake May right here. Newbie versus veteran. I think Aaron Rodgers is going to show him, let me school you real quick before I get out of here.
I mean, Rodgers still got it. When I saw that one, he rolls out and slings it to Freiermuth about 40 yards off his back foot, rolling out, and it goes right through his hands. I mean, what's going on with the Steelers? We got the quarterback. We need to lock in. We need it. Come on. All right. Keep moving forward. Rams at Eagles, a rematch of last year's NFC divisional matchup. Rams should have won. McVay can't call an inside zone on 3rd and 2. Instead, we drop back, get sacked 4th and 10 in the red zone, and we lose the game. There he is. KG says, ha ha ha, Cubs playoff clinching hangover. I mean, Chicago's got to be fired up. Chicago's got to be fired up. But yeah, back to this NFC divisional rematch. Rams at Eagles. Eagles -3.5. Tone?
So, what I will say is Eagles win. Definite. Put your money on them, people. Believe me. Now, -3.5. And I know you don't like to hear that, Lance. It's okay. It's okay. I take the Eagles. I have the Eagles having 2 losses this year, people. So, and I don't think there's going to be one. But -3.5. Back to the spread. I don't know. I was really predicting them to win this by a field goal. So the -3.5. Tough. I'm going Rams. Believe it or not.
Yeah.
But I'm going Eagles W, but I'm going Rams.
Don't worry about that part. We didn't ask you that part.
+3.5. +3.5.
+3.5.
I love it. Pops, what do we got?
Tone, you're right here, except you're right and you're wrong. You took the 3.5. Rams on money line. This is a revenge game. And it was interesting because we've had a few revenge games early in the season, but this is a revenge game. Why does McVay know how to beat the Eagles? I don't know. But McVay had the football, and they literally were about to beat the Super Bowl champions. I am a Jalen Hurts fan. I'm a Eagles coach fan. Love the Eagles. I'm not a Rams fan. I'm not anybody's fan. Rams win the game. Money line the Rams.
Yeah. I mean, we all know where I'm going. And even without Go ahead.
The 3.5 has got to be plus 180, call it 180 on the bid side.
Right around there.
I say not only parlay the Rams, but you could use them as a money line in your parlay if you're a parlay person, because I'm on a parlay show.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Rams money line.
Absolutely. Go ahead. Oh, you saying Tony?
Before you go, Lance. I'm still. He made some good points, but I'm sticking with I am stubborn. I'm staying where I'm at. They gotta show me.
I see Rams at plus 160 money line. So not bad. I mean, that's right around that plus 180. Eagles are minus 185. But yeah, I mean, I know obviously I have Rams bias. If you've watched this show, Rams bias. KG says he's not sold on the Rams, but he's a Bears fan, so we don't know what he's sold on. Just kidding, KG. Jokes. Friendly jab. But the Rams, the Rams, exactly, revenge game from last season. That's kind of why I brought up that NFC divisional matchup. And it's, we'll see how the linebackers do. Both games, Saquon ran all over him, but to exactly what my dad said, we had the ball down 6. Stafford airs it out in the snow to Puka. He comes down the sideline. We're right there in the red zone. We give a handoff, I think, to Kyron. It's 3rd and short. We're in no huddle. We have no timeouts. And the team is just going too fast. It was as if we had 20 seconds. No, guys, we had 50 seconds, 45 seconds on the clock. All we need is the first down, inside zone, Kyron Williams. But instead, we drop it out of gun. We drop back the pass. Our center takes his eyes off Jalen Carter. I think he was second team All-Pro last year. Pass blocks right to the left for 1 second. You give that guy 1 second, game over. 4th and 12.
Hey, Tone, are we picking games or listening to him talk?
We're listening to me talk. It's my.
He gets passionate about the Rams. You got to excuse him sometimes.
God damn it, dude!
Moving on to the next game.
All right,
moving on.
Rams plus 3.5. Rams money line. I love it. God damn. We're moving on. And here's a good one. Falcons at Panthers. Falcons minus 5.5. This is Tone's hometown team, as he is born and raised Atlanta, where he's tuning in from. So I don't think I have to guess where he's going.
And you said minus 3.5.
No,
did you say minus
5.5?
I was gonna say disrespectful. How would they do us like that? I guess the Panthers. They should have put minus 1,000 or something. I mean, like, what? So, yeah, we know where we're going with this one. This will be the game where the Falcons look like a Super Bowl contender. This will be the game, like, you're going to hear a lot of us ATLing for a week straight talk about, told you we doing the Super Bowl this year. You heard how we look. Yeah, what? Michael Penix, 400 yards. Bijan. Yeah, this is gonna be that game for us, people. And we're gonna do it on the road in fashion, right? So that's gonna be a little more phenomenal, but that's just right up the street for us. This is nothing but Georgia versus Clemson right here, people. So we're about to put some real belt ass. Trust me, if you go against the Falcons on this one, you have bumped your noggin. And again, this will be the game where we just look like those guys. It's going to be very disguising. Falcons minus 5.5.
This sounds like a Falcons-Rams show. I thought this was picking games.
The guy doesn't give us any opportunity to talk about it's
Nobody wants your bedtime stories. Come on now. Let's just move on.
Oh man. All right.
Tone, I love your thoughts. I know you're a homer. Did you guys know that the Carolina backdoored their cover last week?
Yeah, against
Cardinals. I looked at that line. I do a pool, Tone, and it's Carolina plus 6.5. And I'm looking at the game and I'm thinking, why do I have Carolina? They are awful, and they backdoored cover last week. Now, I'm with Tone. I think Penix versus Young, coaches. I get that Atlanta's changing surface. I think they're going from artificial to grass. It's a total. Do you take Carolina here? But I can't. So back the same reason on the Steelers. I'm going to take the quarterback. I'm going to take the better team. Boo-hoo. This is called gambling. So I'm gonna be -5.5 on Atlanta and see, does Bryce Young backdoor cover again? He's hard to watch. He looks like the modern day quarterback he is still at modern day. He's a nice kid. I love everything about him. Love his parents. I love them at the Heisman. But I'm going with Tone Atlanta -5.5.
Lance, before you go, if this is close, we're not playoff contenders. Like this, like if seriously, like if this right now looks like the sweetest take on the whole board so far. Like Falcons -5.5 versus the Panthers. Like on the low end, we should beat them by 10. That should be on a bad game. Like, we only beat them by 10. That's on the low end. Like -5. Go ahead, Lance. Yeah. Sorry. My bad. I was glazing the Falcons too much. My bad. Yeah. Go ahead.
No one's listening to your bedtime stories, Tone. Just getting called out. All right, thanks, Dad. All right. We got I'm going Panthers. Week 3. It's the divisional nonsense. I wanted to go Colts, but I wanted to go Titans back then, or back there when it was that divisional matchup. Was like, no, just take the Colts. Colts are, Titans. But with the Panthers, for some reason, you guys in that matchup down there in the NFC South, you guys are scratch and claw at each other. You guys don't blow each other out really. So backs against the wall. Panthers, I don't think they win. And I honestly, this is probably not even, I probably should just go Falcons. But for some reason, I want, like my dad was saying last week with the backdoor cover against the Cardinals, I see just them hanging in there. Haven't been entirely sold with Penix. Penix is still, it's going to take time to mature in the NFL. The game's fast, but I don't think he's so much far and away better than, Bryce Young's pretty bad, but for some reason, I just think they're going to hang in there. I'm going Panthers. Panthers +5.5. Tone's looking at me like I'm speaking Spanish.
And I want to speed past the Falcons because I want to tell some of our best time stories. But we won against the Vikings on the road.
Yeah, and we saw JJ McCarthy.
But you're not going to tell me the Panthers can beat the Vikings.
No, but I think it's different.
I feel you, but yeah, all right,
JJ McCarthy. Your guys' pass rush did a great job of getting home, but JJ, he looks like he did at Michigan. Not very good. So that's my theory. KG Joe's in the chat before we move on said still not sold on the Rams yet. I get it. He said Bijan might run for 200 this week. All right, so I'm 0 for 2. And then he says his Bryce Young getting shorter each game. So
I was just gonna go there, like JJ or Bryce, but let's go ahead, like Bryce.
Hey, that one's probably gonna burn me. I gave you a free one. You're supposed to be happy. All right, Cowboys at Bears. Cowboys -1.5. Tone.
Bears +1.5. I was taught that hate is such a strong word and you don't supposed to have that in your vocabulary, but I really dislike the Cowboys. That is not my, franchise to be and what's crazy is Emmitt Smith is my favorite player of all time. That's what's crazy. And that Cowboys version was like my favorite team. But as I grew older and wiser, I learned about theatrics and stuff like that. Yeah, we'll leave it there. But Bears +1.5. Caleb Williams will probably throw for 2 interceptions and they'll still win. It's going to be a weird game, but that Bears defense, let me tell you, Dak Prescott might only throw for 160, so it's going to be a defensive game if you ask me.
There it is.
and on the ground.
Lanny?
Back to the quarterbacks. Caleb Williams I think is going to be phenomenal, and it might even by the second half of this season. But I'm going to go Cowboys. And the one thing about the Cowboys, Yankees, Dodgers, Notre Dame, those are the most expensive teams in Vegas. People love to bet on the Cowboys. People love to bet on the Yankees. People love to bet on Notre Dame, USC. There's always those type of teams. And so is Dallas a little rich here? But they are a skinny dog on the road. So the NFL is telling you Cowboys are a better team. You have an experienced, better quarterback with a phenomenal wide receiver. They score points. Chicago can struggle with points. And I'm going to go Cowboys and prove me wrong.
I'm going Cowboys as well. I think you meant skinny favorite. Skinny away favorite is when they is Vegas.
Skinny dogs and skinny favorites.
Okay. Oh, so both. I think, I use both mostly in college when it's the skinny dog is the away team. I'm like, that looks like
true.
Yeah. But
Sounds Chinese to me, but yeah.
Hey, that's why we're learning. It's a learning experience. No,
I'm getting hungry over here.
I've been listening to this, skinny dogs or whatever since I'm like 12 years, so this is it's the way it's so funny. But yeah, I'm going Cowboys as well. The Bears, I mean, last year their defense was kind of the saving grace where everyone's like, oh, they got a good defense, they played well, but then it just ended up going so horribly for Caleb. But their defense this year it's the same people, but not the same concepts. They don't look nearly the same. Both these teams been giving up a lot of points. Cowboys just signed Jadeveon Clowney. That was at the end of right after the Giants game, because if Russell Wilson had that much time, Jerry Jones, there's obviously something wrong here. We need Jadeveon, signed him for a 6-year or $6 million deal. I'm going Cowboys. I like it. Cowboys minus 1.5.
Last note on the Cowboys, money line the Cowboys. Don't even put the vig up. Just money line the Cowboys. You're probably going to get a pick, or maybe you get plus 105. If you like the Cowboys, money line the Cowboys.
Well, you get like a minus 130 or something like that.
On 1.5. You think it's that much?
I can sure look. But over at KG's our Chicago homer, so he's the Bears guy. So I gotta read this. It says if Caleb Williams takes his nail polish off, Bears win. But real question, what does Caleb do in practice? Practice throwing at missing receivers? Says if the Bears lose, Caleb will be run out of town. I'm over Caleb already.
Tell KG to tell him to root for the Bears, but money line the Cowboys, because it's all about winning, not who you like.
Hey, that's a good point.
Bears are gonna get this done.
When people say, "Are you loyal to anybody?" Is it no? I just hate to lose. I just think of how do you win. I don't care what color helmet you wear or what color your cleats are. It's all about where the opportunities are.
I mean, exactly. That's why I, even being a Rams fan, it's like, am I really a fan? Because all I've been taught my whole life is who cares? We're taking the winner. But so it's good stuff. But Caleb, he's still a kid. Some of these guys I have to remember, man, they are just kids. You still grow from age 21, 22 to 23, 24, 25. There's still time. So he's got to figure out to get rid of this happy feet situation he's got going on. He's got to, sometimes my brother tells me this. It's like he takes a snap and he just doesn't see it. He doesn't see what's going on past the line of scrimmage. So
he got to stop tapping and patting.
We're going to see. But Cowboys minus 1.5. Count it. All right, moving on. Next. The battle of the backup quarterbacks. Bengals at Vikings. Vikings minus 2.5.
Boy, that's a brutal game. With whose quarterback's going to play well? So
Yeah, that is a tough one.
That's tough.
This one I would never actually bet on. But we are
Who do we know is the starting quarterback? Is it Browning and
Wentz? So I'm taking Vikings. Well, I hate to jump in front of you guys, but I'm taking the Vikings minus 2.5.
Yeah, I mean, I think Wentz should perform better than JJ. No, they're putting their
that team's too
faith.
good for me. I think the Vikings are really good everywhere, and the one thing they're looking for is a quarterback. JJ so far this year hasn't been great. Hey, he won them the first game against the Bears, but
Wentz went deep with the Eagles, right?
I mean, yeah, Wentz has been a journeyman backup for the past few years. I think this is his sixth team in 6 years starting. But
hard to believe Wentz, when his first couple of years in Philadelphia, they were talking NFL MVP a couple of those seasons, and then he hurts his knee, has that horrible leg injury, and how he just has trouble playing catch. I mean, it's a funny change.
This could be, if a great performance comes out, this could be a turning point for Wentz for this one season, because it looks like JJ needs some more vicarious learning. He needs to go ahead and sit to the side and just watch. And I think if Wentz come out with a 250-yard, game, touchdown or 2, no interceptions, we're going to see Wentz probably for the rest of the year.
It's interesting because they shut down JJ at the last game. Addison comes back not this week. I think it's the following week. And Addison creates space for both of them. So it's, I mean, I don't know if we're picking yet, but I think Browning is less a detriment to his team than Wentz. My latest on Wentz is the last visuals I saw him was, it's hard to believe the change. I'm going to go, if I'm allowed to pick yet, I'm going Cincinnati.
Plus 2.5.
I'm going to go Cincinnati.
So we got Lanny on Cincinnati, me on Vikings. Tone, take it home.
I'm going Vikings as well.
Vikings.
Is that in that line you guys are seeing 3? Is that correct?
I'm seeing 2.5.
2.5.
Vikings are 2.5.
I see Cincinnati go Cincinnati money line if you're parlaying. You can money line the Cowboys, Rams, and you can money line Cincinnati.
Gosh, man, that's like 3 losses, Pops.
For the show purpose, I am keeping the 3, but or 2.5.
Yeah.
As listeners are kind of trying to get try to have fun with $10-$20 bets.
Yeah.
I would say don't be afraid of money lines in the NFL.
Yeah, he said Rams money line. Eagles gonna get that. He said Cowboys money line. And Bears gonna get that. I don't know. All right.
Oh man. But I saw a report. O'Connell came out and said in a practice, and who knows, maybe they're just trying to keep it under wraps that he's doing horrible. But Wentz didn't have a drop, like the football didn't hit the ground in practice when he was taking snaps with the ones. And this is what I keep talking about, young kids. JJ McCarthy's 22 years old. If you saw me at 22 years old, you'd see who the hell is this kid? He doesn't know what he's doing. He's lost in this world. So I can't imagine, you're the starting quarterback of an NFL. Like, it's a lot. So it's going to take time for him. But Wentz, his last year as a starter was the Colts, right? If we think about it, that's the last time we saw him with the starting job. I believe that's yes. And I believe they had a good season and they bailed on it too early and brought in old Matt Ryan and it didn't work. That's how I remember the Wentz. And then it's like, he's an big old, probably less athletic ginger dude. Like he's just, he's just the backup. He's kind of the veteran presence. He was behind Mahomes on the Chiefs. So he was. What are you gonna do there?
Behind Mahomes last, and then he was with the Rams before that.
I remember the Rams.
So you have Stafford in front. You got Patrick Mahomes in front. Now he's getting an opportunity, and we've seen O'Connell revive some careers. Sam Darnold looked like a hell of a player. Got himself $30 million. So that's why I'm going Vikings. But all right, let's move on. Jets at Buccaneers. Buccaneers -6.5. Now remember, Justin Fields is out with a concussion. They will be starting Tyrod Taylor. And that's all I got. Tone, you're back to first.
No, this is a division rival for us. I hate to have to take them. Buccaneers. Buccaneers. Sadly.
Lanny?
I think I'm with Tone. I think you just lay the 6.5. How do the Jets backdoor cover on the road? Second, Mayfield, you got to give him all the credit in the world. Defense, coach. I almost, and it reminds me of the Carolina line when they did backdoor cover. It just looks too skinny. It almost looks like that should be 8.5, 9.5. I don't get how the Jets are on the road with a backup quarterback and it's 6.5. And Tampa Bay's got receivers and defense and quarterback. Lance, take the Jets because Tone and I must lose this game. So, but I'm gonna say I got Tampa Bay. Somebody else cross their fingers for the backdoor cover. I'm going with Tone at Tampa Bay.
Yeah. Got me feeling good.
Before I make my pick, I gotta see. KG says, funny fact, our Cheesy's bar here took over a Cowboys bar, Tone. So I don't know if you're gonna want to go to Cheesy's, but you have no choice. No, Vikings defense will be the difference. Take a defensive score in the prop bets for Vikings D in that Bengals game. That's another part. The Bengals O-line. Yeah. So that's a nice for people that like to put little prop bets. That's a great call. Yeah. And that's huge odds. So that'd be but we're talking about Jets at Buccaneers. Man, I don't see it. I don't see it at all.
Yeah.
Is Vita Vea hurt? Is there an injury report that I'm missing?
It should have been like -10.5 Buccaneers. Like that line is crazy. And then you got the Vikings and it's crazy. I don't know. That's Vegas for you, right?
Yeah. That's why they have big casinos.
Yeah, that have air conditioning all day and night.
Free drinks.
Yeah, true. Free drinks.
You got a drink. You looking at those lines. You like, what? Let me get a tall one.
Man, I really want to take Jets because I'd love to get one on you guys, but I can't do it.
I would love
to go Buccaneers.
I'm not.
I have to go Buccaneers.
Three guys picking one team.
Usually that means you get just we all take a loss there, but all right. Raiders at Commanders. Commanders -3.5. Now I believe Marcus Mariota is starting.
Another 45 or under rushing yard game for Ashton. This is yet another, people. Watch.
Tone has not been sold on GT.
That's bizarre.
Talking about the line?
How is Vegas only 3 to the Commanders, at the Commanders?
Yeah. So it's -3.5 Commanders?
Yeah, that's the line.
3 and a hook. And you think who's starting for the Raiders?
No, not the Raiders, the Commanders. Daniels got hurt.
Oh, I'm sorry. So Mariota is I'm sorry. Good. Thank you for filling me in.
Yeah.
So he's not starting for the Raiders.
No. He's I just looked. It said questionable. He didn't practice Friday, but the backup for Jaden Daniels is Marcus Mariota, and he banged up his ankle last week.
But isn't Geno injured too?
No. Geno's just mentally injured from throwing 3 picks on Monday Night Football.
Yeah, I mean, I remember those. He should play injured. So I'll go. It's like a no-brainer. I would take -3.5 Commanders. I almost wouldn't care who was behind the center. It's the Raiders. I mean, I don't think they've shown anything this year. Like, I don't know which part of the Raiders to brag on. Maybe the stadium, the arena. That is a phenomenal arena. That's like, probably
good.
their upside. But team-wise, coach-wise, the owner must gamble every night. The owner must be he needs to recover. We got to check on him because he's making some crazy moves, even in the draft. I'm just gonna put that out there. Ashton Genty that high in the draft is crazy if you look at the rest of the class and the performance of the rest of the class. This is just for real. Raiders could have took any of those quarterbacks, and they definitely Commanders -3.5.
Commanders -3.5.
Is that what it is on the board? 3.5?
That's what it's telling me on ESPN.
Okay. Why would anybody take the Raiders? So I'm going to take the Raiders.
Whoa!
Geno will come back. They got Bowers. Geno is a very, very B+ quarterback. I say Geno bounces back, and I'm going to take Pete Carroll, Chip Kelly, Geno, throw it to Bowers. What a horrible pick. Am I 2-5 so far? So I might as well keep my role. I'm going to take the Raiders and have no idea who I am. Let me throw up in my shoes right now. Hang on. Raiders for me.
Damn.
Okay.
Damn. Because
He took one for the team.
well, hold on now.
I just secured you a win, Tom.
Hold on now. The problem is that, well, for me personally, the Commanders D-line, they have that. I think they still have the 2 defensive tackles that are just far and beyond anyone else or most in the NFL. The run game won't be there for the Raiders. Lattimore hasn't looked great. The quarterback, we don't know. KG Little Joe's here says, as of now, Daniel's still marked as the starting quarterback, but this line tells me they're trying to snake people into taking Washington, then bait, and they switch starting QBs.
I take him with the 3rd string.
It's gambling. I'm gonna go Commanders. Just take the Commanders. Keep it easy. I was about to go Raiders.
I think the bait is the +3.5 for the Raiders. I think Vegas is trying to bait people in, like, that's small. The Commanders, they're not going to play with their starting quarterback. It wouldn't matter. It's the Raiders. They are dog shit. I'm sorry, Pops. They are like, they are.
What's amazing is if the line was 7.5, I might lay the line. But now it's 3.5. It's like, I got to take a bad bet. That's the NFL.
Man. And hey, there's KG in the chat. He says, I'm with Pops on this one. He likes Raiders. All right.
A good one.
AFC South matchup, Texans at Jaguars. Jaguars -1.5.
Jaguars -1.
You want to go first, Tone?
I'm trying to think. Like, what is it? An injury in Houston or something?
They're 0-2.
I know, but it's the Jaguars. I watched the Texans. I'm going Texans all day, plus 1.5. I'm convinced this might be the biggest steal on the board this week. I'm sorry. That's how I personally feel, but
No,
Texans is on. That's a whole lot of bait. That's a whole lot of for people who might just be looking at statistics on paper and not watching the teams play. A lot of people are going to lean towards Jaguars. But Texans are clearly the better team. It's the Jaguars. They got a lot of figuring out to do over there. They don't know what north and south is over there. They don't know how many snaps they want to play Travis this week on offense and how many they don't know. It's a lot going on over there. I personally think they playing for draft picks, which would be smart. But Texans plus 1.5 are easy.
It's amazing. I think Jacksonville makes the playoff with good quarterback play. They got some kids that can play. They got some running backs. They got some receivers. I think they got to man up and tell Hunter to play one side or the other. But I'm with Tone. I'm going to go Houston, better quarterback. Lawrence it's one of those deals. Kind of reminds me of University of Texas right now. They got a quarterback problem. They got a famous quarterback problem. And Lawrence is the same thing. I don't get why he doesn't get it done and they don't make the playoffs. But he just does not play well for 4 quarters. And his mistakes are like dagger mistakes. They're not like, we've all seen Rodgers, Mahomes throw picks and survive their mistakes and come back and get it done on the last drive. Then you forget Mahomes threw that pick, or you forget Joe Burrows threw that pick 4 minutes ago because he went down and won the game. Lawrence doesn't win games. And that's where a lot of people don't realize, like your Wentz's versus, your say Mahomes, it's the guys with the ball at the end of the game that you remember. Mahomes isn't a great fantasy quarterback, right? But guess what? He wins game when he has the ball at the end, then he wins Super Bowls, and then you forget. It doesn't matter how many interceptions or fumbles it doesn't matter because they win games at the end. Lawrence doesn't win games at the end of games. So I'm going to go with the better quarterback. Huge fan. I go Texans.
Yeah. Skinny dog as the away.
Better team.
Jacksonville divisional matchup. Texans, their backs against the wall. 0-2. They played the Rams week 1. Great team. Obviously, not even just saying that. And then week 2, they played Buccaneers and lost by a point. And we're right there. So I'm taking the Texans easy. The Texans money line. I'm not even playing the get your odds, get your money's worth.
Good call. Yeah. Money line. If you like the Texans and you're going to put them in a parlay, you're going to put them and you're going to have fun. It's another one. I think you take money line. You don't waste the risk of the vig.
KG says Stroud looks like Caleb Williams this year. It ain't that bad. It ain't that bad, KG.
Come on, guys. Caleb Williams is going to be a player. He is a player.
I still sadly believe in him. There's I wish I could send in my own dad to get in there and fucking slap him. Take the fucking nail paint off your fingers. But let's we got next AFC
city for him.
Oh, what'd you say?
Wrong city for Caleb. I think he's gonna blossom if he gets to another city fast enough. Chicago is like New York. It's a tough one to be in. You got very small room for error in those cities. Very small room for error.
I mean, it feels like they only have error in that city. Like fucking hell.
But they run them all out of town, though.
Yeah, true. All right, Broncos at Chargers, AFC West matchup. This is one of the ones. This is Chargers are -2.5.
Too small. Chargers at home -2.5.
It is SoFi. Actually, I guess Chargers have probably a better fan base than the Rams.
I'm saying it's Chargers versus
Broncos. Broncos at
Broncos.
Chargers. Yeah, at SoFi, LA.
Yeah, I mean, it's still home versus the Broncos, but Chargers minus 2.5 versus Broncos. Give it to me, please, buddy. I take Chargers minus 2.5. They can tap on a few more of those. If it was there, I'd take a 4.5. Pop said 5 and 6 is big, so I stay at 4. But if you can tap on a few more, I would take it. Chargers minus 2.5. Run to the bank with it.
Another game that Chargers look cheap here, so give me the Broncos. I got no idea why the Chargers are this skinny. So give me the Broncos. Makes no sense to me.
This is
matter of fact, money line the Broncos.
I was gonna say I saw that one coming. I'm with Tone. Give me the Chargers. I think this is a Jim Harbaugh season. Say what you will about the guy as a person. It is what it is. But my God, is he a winner? And they have found something here. They've built from the trenches out, inside to out. That's how you build football teams. Get to manage the line of scrimmage, then get the pieces. Quentin Johnson looks like he can actually play a receiver. Keenan Allen's come back. He's done a hell of a job. And Lad McConkey, we know how good he is. Herbert, he's got the smoking hot girlfriend. He's throwing lasers. And give me the Chargers. Easy. Chargers. But it's divisional matchup, so who knows? But I'm going Chargers.
Hey, Tone, you might want to flip to the Broncos because Lancer used that word easy. So Broncos win.
Darn. I will say, I think if I had to pick 4 teams that were fighting for the Super Bowl, 4 teams that are not my team, I would say it's the Chargers, Packers, Bills, and Ravens. All in their minds this year, they're fighting for a Super Bowl. That's what I think. I think all 4 of them are convinced that they have what it takes.
Yeah, and that's a good call.
Yeah. So we were all Texans, right? We were all Texans, and now it's Charger, Bronco, Charger. Wow, what a tough game for our friend Papa. He watched Herbert go against Bo Nix, 2 Oregon Ducks, and it just tears him apart. Oh, Pops.
We handle business with the Natty. We got our revenge. What was it, Washington versus
Mississippi? Yeah. We know Atlanta won. Saints at Seahawks. Seahawks minus 7.5. I'm going first. I'm sorry. I'm taking the Saints. KG says,
you said minus 7.5?
Yeah, the Seahawks are minus 7.5. KG said Chargers are Super Bowl bound. Got to win in a big. Got a couple big games ahead.
In their mind, they are definitely fighting for it. I'm going to go against you, Lance, because Saints can't play in Seattle. Saints, they ain't ready for that weather. Saints don't know what to do up there. It is too gloomy, wet, and sticky, icky. Ooh, it's crazy up there. They play in a dome. They're not ready for that. That's a far ways too. Different time zone. What they call it, jet lag and all that kind of stuff. They're gonna be discombobulated. They already all around. Yeah. Seahawks minus 7.5. I'm rolling with them.
Rattler can't backdoor cover. I go Seahawks.
All right, there we go.
Line might be skinny. I think Tone's right. Like it's a completely different air, different smell. It's a completely now the Saints. They've got a terrific running back and they got a couple kids playing receiver. But does Rattler backdoor cover? I say no. Seahawks.
Yeah, I think it was a pathetic piss-poor effort out of Steelers. Last week, they lose 31-17. So I think they're giving the Seahawks too many points. I don't think they're as good as that game showed. I like Saints. KG Little Joe's in the chat, or KG Cheesy, sorry. Frog in my throat. Upset of the week, Saints money line. That's what he says. Hey, we'll see. But I got Saints. They got Seahawks. Let's move on. Cardinals at 49ers. 49ers with Mac Jones, Mac 10, our guy. 49ers minus 2.5.
Versus who?
The Cardinals. Cardinals at Niners. Niners minus 2.5. Why are the Niners favored? I see.
I was going to say the same thing. I'm taking Cards.
Believe it or not, I love Murray, but not that much. I take 49ers, and the line. I almost wish the line was bigger because they think Arizona's going to win the game. So I'm going to take, and I'm probably wrong, but I'll stay 49ers. 49ers play heavy. They play big. So I'm going to say 49ers.
I'm right there with you. I'm going 49ers as well. You just said the thing about Kyler Murray. I mean, talk about a guy that I don't even know. I'm not talented enough with my words. I don't know how to explain Kyler Murray, but he's just a whole lot of average and just nothing.
He's little hands, little
legs. Don't get me wrong. He's fast. Has made great places with feet. All right,
he's fun to watch.
Yeah, KG says Kyler Murray's feet will win him the game or win them the game. But I'm going 49ers. I just don't think Mac Jones is significantly worse than Brock Purdy. I think Mac Jones is a smart kid, can go into a Shanahan offense and, not make it about him. Just play the offense, get the ball to the playmakers, don't do too much, don't make too many silly mistakes. Cardinals. I'm just not so I can't take Kyler Murray. I'm going 49ers. 49ers. Tones Cards. 49. All right. Sunday night football. Chiefs at Giants. Chiefs minus 6.5. 2-0-2 teams. Who will get their first win? Tone?
Chiefs and who?
Giants. Chiefs at Giants.
At New York.
Yeah, Chiefs like playing at New York. When is this? At 8 o'clock? What time is this game?
It'll be 8:20 your time.
Oh yeah. These are the games that Mahomes lives for. He's gonna look good in this game. He's coming up there in those bright lights in New York. He want to go up there and do some touchdown celebrations. So he'll have a few of those. The Swifties will be in the crowd. It's gonna be a nice, environment. They'll probably have like a fashion show or something before, set up for him to do. He'll have a lot of press and media to do out there in town. Kelsey, Swifty, and Mahomes. And the Giants gonna feel like, oh, he can't come in my town and think you could take over my town. And then Mahomes gonna get on the field and do a few of those sidearm throws, and he's gonna be crazy. Chiefs, I take Chiefs all day. He's gonna play great. He's gonna play. This is gonna be like all the Mahomes bandwagon riders and people that are already been there. They're gonna be able to talk some smack after this game right here.
Chiefs look skinny. Sunday night, you expect the home team to play well, get fired up. Chiefs that were overpriced all last year. They just could not cover a game. So they could win by 3. But you know what? I take Chiefs, take my money. I lose. So be it. I'll lose with Mahomes minus 5.5.
I can't take Russell Wilson to cover again. I'm inside of a touchdown. I'm sorry, I can't do it. I can't.
He is a gamer.
Who?
Russell Wilson. He will throw the rock. He throws bombs. He's one of the great bucket droppers.
He is. I'll give him all. He doesn't anticipate any windows across the middle. He doesn't do any of that. But he can just move.
Can't throw a screen pass, but he can throw a great 50-yard ball.
My God. He can't throw, you throw the window on an in route or an in pattern. My God, he just, man, good for him.
It's probably a setup. Mahomes probably will win by 3, but I'm going to say 5.5. Let the Giants prove me wrong.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I can't take I can't take the Giants here. I feel like I've seen this before. All right. Sunday night football.
Monday
Monday
night.
night football. Thank you for the correction. Lions at Ravens in Baltimore. Ravens minus 4.5.
I know who Tone's taking. Can I answer for him? He told me when he ripped off 4 names, and he's right, that were battling for Super Bowl. He ripped off one of those. He said were Ravens, and he's dead right. And Lamar Jackson is one of the greatest regular season players I've ever seen. Struggles in the playoffs. We know it. Greg Maddux, Atlanta Braves, got everybody out during the regular season and was not a great World Series pitcher. Had a few games, but he kind of reminds me of that kind of guy. But Detroit might, I think, Tone, did you say 4 names? So they might be the 5th name. And you're right, there are the top 4. You can't lay that many points to the Lions. They have so many weapons. They have a good front 7. So I'm gonna take the lead on this and go Lions plus the points on the road. Come on, Tone, stay Ravens.
What was the spread again, Lance?
Ravens minus 4.5.
Why they didn't do 3.5? Okay, all right, okay. Hold on, let me get my calculator. Hold on, okay. And I agree that the Lions could be the 4th or 5th team. I said Packers. If the Packers don't win the division, then it would be
Packers, Ravens. Did you say Chargers?
Yeah.
And what was
Chargers? Yep. Chargers, Packers, Bills, Ravens.
Yeah. Bills. That's right. So you got it. Lions. They had a hell of a run last year, and they got one of those coaches. He ain't afraid to go for 4th and 1, 4th and 2.
Guy will go for 4th and 2 on his own.
Let me talk you out of the Ravens, Tone.
No, you know why? Because we need this game bad. The Ravens. Well, you're right, because I'm a Lamar Jackson fan. I'm not a Raven, but I am so huge of a Lamar Jackson fan. It's hard for me to not support him.
I agree.
And I'm not with the Lions, so in this game, I'm a Raven. But I personally feel like Lamar, Herbert, and Allen is the leaders of the future of quarterbacks, like right now. And I'm saying that with Mahomes has already done Mahomes is like a young veteran, if not just a plain out veteran. You know what I'm saying? But Allen, Lamar, Herbert, I feel like those 3 guys are about to lead the league and do some and do some astronomical stuff. And I don't know who's gonna stop them. I expect all of them to have a ring. But I'm sticking with the Ravens. This is an important season for Lamar personally. This is an important season for the Ravens, and this is an important season for Henry. Yeah, minus 4.5. I take Ravens. I'm sticking with them. You had some good points. I'm just not a Lion though. I think Lance supports the Lions. He always talks about Stafford. You don't rock with the Lions?
I think him. I eternally thank them. They took Jared Goff and gave me a Super Bowl winning quarterback. Jared Goff on the road. It's outside. I don't know the weather, and it's probably not going to be bad enough to where that's as big of a deal. I'm taking Ravens. Ravens run all over. Lions, they just beat the shit out of the Bears and got the shit beat out of them by the Packers. Which one do the Ravens are closer to? I'd say the Packers. Give me the Ravens. Yeah. I've seen enough.
Yeah. It's like 8 missed for Pop so far. I was trying to count them off, or maybe 9.
I like Tony. He's adding up my losses.
All right. We're going to go through a few college football games. That was the NFL slate. Few college football. Starting off with 9 a.m. in the Big 12. Texas Tech at Utah. Utah minus 2.5. What are we thinking? I'll go first. I'm going Utah. I know
I'll do Tech.
I know Tech's good. All right. I know Tech's good, and they put a lot of money. A lot of money. They're a big money school for some reason. I never would have guessed. But
I'm in a disadvantage. I've seen Utah play, but I haven't seen Tech play. But I'm gonna stay skinny dog on the road. That I wish the line was 6.5 because I'd take Utah. I'll take Texas Tech.
Tech, and Utah. I love it. Next, should we take the Civil War? I think it's called Oregon State game. I mean, Oregon's favored by 34.5. I don't think it's worth the brag.
That's a sloppy game. The other one is the Washington games. Those are awful games.
Yeah. But we do have Auburn at Oklahoma. Oklahoma favored by 7.5. This was a hell of a game last year. Hell of a game. But
boy, if you haven't seen that kid play at Oklahoma,
Mateer,
he's real. He'll play in the NFL.
Yeah.
He's a real quarterback. He reminds me of the kid at ASU. The kid at ASU is top 10 pick. Yeah, I want to say top 5, but I don't want to talk out of turn. I mean, the quarterbacks are in such demand. Kid at Arizona State is flat out.
I didn't realize how good that receiver is. Woo! He's damn good. All right. Tone?
I'm going Oklahoma minus 7.5.
That's a lot of points for an SEC team. Auburn's been playing well. They've been out of there. What do you have Oklahoma at? 6.5 or 7.5?
Plus 7.5.
7.
Or
minus 7.
No, Oklahoma's minus 7.5. I thought you said Auburn.
I'll go Oklahoma minus 7.5.
I'm going Auburn.
Okay.
I'm going Auburn because when they played last year, it was a freaking masterclass of a game, but I think it ended on an Oklahoma pick 6. Revenge game. It was at Auburn. No, Oklahoma won last year.
No, it was in Auburn though.
Yeah, it was at Auburn. So this year they're
going
to Oklahoma.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, in Norman. It's gonna
Revenge
be
Revenge is a great call.
Yeah.
But you wait till you see Oklahoma's quarterback. He's something.
No, Mateer from Washington State, he's the man. But I think, does Auburn use Arnold, the kid that was at Oklahoma last year? I think they do. Which is hilarious. It doesn't make me any more confident. It honestly makes me a lot less confident in the pick because
good call on the revenge game. I won't flip on you. I'll stay Oklahoma, but I think I like your revenge game there.
Yeah, that's the one because I remember this matchup last year, and that's the one that was it was an insane game off that. All right, this one I'm interested. I mean, it's a little silly, and we can decide not to take it. But Tulane at Ole Miss. Ole Miss is favored by 13.5.
13.
Hey, Tulane's good.
Tulane's got the BYU quarterback that came over.
Yeah.
So that's why
Tulane scores.
How can they hang with the Ole Miss and SEC?
Yeah, it's a lot. It's different rosters. Different rosters.
This is the one where it's in my mind. I'm like, it'll be a great question answered. Can these smaller schools with NIL, can they hang in there?
I'll take Tulane. I'll take Tulane in the points. I'll match you one. So,
Tone?
Ole Miss minus 13.5.
Oh, I'm at a crossroads.
What about Michigan, Nebraska?
That's the next one. I'm taking Michigan, but Tulane, Ole Miss. I'm going Ole Miss. Taking the SEC.
I thought you already picked. Sorry.
No. I was thinking. There's Caitlin. Caitlin says Ole Miss. She doesn't want any of Tulane. Tulane could shock the world, Caitlin. They could, but you're in Ole Miss. I mean, yeah. Give me Ole Miss. I'm taking Ole Miss. I'm gonna talk myself out of it if I listen to. Me and Tone on Ole Miss. Lanny on Tulane. Wait, and I don't hate the Tulane bet. Maybe if I had to throw a lot of money, I'd go Tulane, but I just Ole Miss. Michigan at Nebraska. Michigan -1.5. I've already said I'm taking Michigan. Is anyone going Nebraska?
I'll take
Tone.
+1.5.
He's going to take the little Mahomes or whatever they
Dylan
prefer.
Raiola, the mini Mahomes.
Yeah, I'm taking +1.5.
I'll take Michigan. They'll play big. They'll play heavy.
It's
a lot. It's just play after play, running at you. So I'm going to go Michigan. And I think they have their backup head coach too. Not that that's relevant to me, but just FYI for information.
Yeah, and I think it's Michigan. Absolutely. Maybe he's gotten better, but I watched a Raiola kid last year and I didn't see it. The kid can't get out of the pocket. He's slow. He's big.
I think he tries to overarm slot. He tries to sling it. I almost think
it's almost too
tries too hard to be. Yeah, and that's what you see that Manning doing right now. Arch Manning, why he thinks an open crossing pattern, he's got to throw it sidearm with no reason to, but they're just, some of these kids, they want to dribble between their legs when it's not necessarily kick the ball out of bounds. It's like, just keep your feet right, do it right.
Just play catch, son.
Play catch. Just let him be the star and make the touchdown. So,
woo. Yeah, amen.
Hey, how about Baylor ASU? I want to get on ASU. If that's not on your board, if you guys don't want to pick it, that's fine. It makes a lot of sense. Baylor's a good coach, good football team. I think ASU might be sneaky good this year.
When is that game? Is that Saturday or is it Thursday?
It's a 12:30 game. ASU Baylor.
Yeah, I don't know why. Is it only showing? Oh, it's showing me only top 25.
Isn't ASU still? Did the ASU get bounced?
Yeah, they must have, because I was only had the top 25 matchups popping up.
And that's a Big 12 game. So right now that game matters to Baylor and ASU, obviously, but that's kind of a big game for those two schools.
Did you say ASU is going to be good and that's sneaky?
Yeah.
They won the Big 12 last year.
Yeah.
What's sneaky about that? That's all right.
Well, there's the fact they lost at Mississippi State.
Oh,
so
yeah.
They fell out of the top
20. What happened? Did you watch that game?
Yeah, they got in the hole at in the first half, and then they had the ball.
They came out.
They had the ball to win the game.
Yeah.
And it's the first time I can be critical to that young coach, who I've met a couple times, and I just felt like he didn't get it done. So he got it. He scared the hell out of Texas last year, but anyways. I'll take ASU in that.
Yeah, I like ASU as well. I'm gonna be honest. I've already bet against Baylor this year against Auburn, and Auburn kind of beat the shit. I think it was 38-24, kind of a little bit of ass kicking. It was at Baylor. So yeah, ASU. Tone, who do you like in that one?
I'm rolling with you.
We're all ASU. Let's ride. We got ASU going.
And it could be a good money line.
Yeah, because he is skinny dog. Fear the fork. Yeah, Caitlin. Fear the goddamn fork. All right. Let's do a great matchup for Lanny. Oh, man, you will love this. This would have you in a crossroads a long time ago. Florida at Miami. Miami -7.5. Tone, I'll let you go
Tough
first.
game for Florida. Florida's got the gauntlet schedule of. Don't even look at it, because you'll actually feel bad for this Florida group. They got a young kid at quarterback I think he's a true freshman if he's not a redshirt freshman. But
Lagway?
Miami plays quarterback better. The problem is the line looks skinny, believe it or not, 7.5. I'm not afraid of lines as much as I am in college football because a lot of times when you get sucked into the underdog and then at halftime you're like, wow, I have the wrong team. I would say I like the Canes -7.5 with the quarterback.
Tone, I'm jumping in front. I'm the same way. I'm taking Miami. Carson Beck has looked good. Miami, a Cristobal. He might not be a great sidelines coach, but my God, he does a hell of a job recruiting. They've built kind of, Miami football might be back. They might actually not only be in the playoff this year, but compete in the playoff this year. Last year, you have, legend or great Cam Ward, but you can't get there. Well, this year looks like it's going to be a different story. Beck does a good job. Better than I thought. I actually was critical of him in his past couple years in Georgia. But point being, Miami -7.5. Are we all in the same?
Yes, sir.
A couple of these college ones, it's easy to see the squad ride. It's easy to see the squad ride because some of these, it's just what it looks like. Illinois at Indiana. Illinois -6.5.
In Indiana, I haven't seen them play. Illinois, I've seen play a little bit. Indiana still scores points, right?
Yeah, and they got that, I think it's Mendoza, the Cal quarterback from last year that could play.
Yeah.
They got the transferred, what's his name? Who's the Indiana coach?
I know his name.
Kurt
I can see
Magnetti
him.
or something. Something like that. But yeah, so I go Indiana here. I'm jumping in front of the gun.
I'll take Illinois because they have a really, really good defense.
I'm rolling with you, Lance.
Well, you got two Lances,
Yeah.
so.
Indiana.
Indiana, yeah, take the bus. That's so funny. All right. What other solid matchups? I don't see anything else great in college. Someone wants to correct me. Oh, this is the last one. SEC. South Carolina at Missouri. Missouri -9.5. This one's tough because the Lenora Sellers, the quarterback, big money kid, is questionable because he got knocked out of that other game against Vanderbilt, and then they just got blown out. So that's a little.
South Carolina lost their quarterback.
He got knocked out, like one of those you're sliding and the guy spearheads you and concussion. He's questionable to face Missouri.
Wow.
So,
I think South Carolina, people were bragging about they had a pretty decent squad. I'll take the 10.5 there. I'll see it.
you'll take South Carolina.
Yeah. I think that's a better football team than 10.5.
Yeah, no, I mean, well, they lost 31-7 to Vanderbilt, so maybe that's why the line gets big. But
Yeah, that's true.
that's a tough one because I'm like, if Sellers plays, I'm gonna take the. What do you got, Tone? This is our last pick, so
I would say,
make it a good one.
is this is this what they call Mizzou?
Mizzou?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
That's the same, correct?
Yes.
Black and yellow.
Yes.
Okay. And it's just the Gamecocks.
Yeah.
Yes.
I go Mizzou.
Mizzou. We got Mizzou, SC, and I'm going Mizzou. No, SC.
SC?
Taking the dog.
South Carolina.
For some reason, Sellers might play. All right. Well, there we have it. We have all the picks all across the board. We grinded through it. We did it. We got through the thing. Hell of a show, hell of a ride. Dad, thank you for joining us. It was hopefully it was a pleasure on your end. It was definitely a pleasure on our end. That was fun. Do you have any final words of the show?
Thank you, gentlemen. Tone, very nice to meet you. Lancer's been telling me enjoys working with you, and I can see why. Big smile, lots of fun. And thank you guys for having me as your special guest picker.
Yes.
Anytime, let me know.
Hey,
I see where he gets his wits from in sports. I see everything. I can imagine what they need. Correct me if I'm wrong. Did he say you have 4 boys?
No,
3 boys and a girl.
3 boys. I can imagine how Sundays are in your house when everybody's there. Oh man.
Oh.
Thank you guys. Have a great rest of your day.
Yep. Pops, we'll talk. Till next time.
Great.
Wow, that's good
Awesome.
All right, we'll cook real quick. I know I know, this was a long show. We had to get through. I mean, I hope you enjoyed it, Tone.
It was dope, man. I enjoyed every bit of it, man. I learned some new lingo. I'll talk about. I got some new insights on. I didn't even know, man. He dug deep on coming up with his reasons behind.
He's got some funny. He's got some funny things, doesn't he? I mean, he tells you skinny dog, and he goes through the whole thing. You're trying to wait, what is everything? Yeah. You're trying to just hang in there. Oh, and then my sister is in the chat. Yeah, she's saying, "Don't worry, Tone. I like sports too." So it's like, yeah, Sundays are even more. The whole gang. We actually all have a fantasy football team. We're all barking at each other on Sundays about. So it's good stuff.
That's awesome, man. Shout out to you and your fam. Seriously, shout out to all the bells. Is everybody a bell?
Yeah, everyone's a bell. Yep, absolutely.
Yeah.
The bell gang. That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right, so we got to cook for tonight.
Let's get it.
I'm
already doing. KG, if you're still on, what are the Cubs doing tonight? They're on the road. Give me some news. I'm not betting if you say they got drunk last night. You guys been doing a lot of partying lately.
All right, I got a lot of Thursday night football.
Thursday night football and WNBA. Okay. They actually got player props for Rice versus Charlotte. Wow.
They got wasted last night. So we're fading the Cubs, folks.
Fading the Cubs.
Fading the Cubs. Thank you, Chicago KG, for the insider information. Always a legend. And we're taking the Reds.
Yes.
All right. That's hilarious. Wow, this parlay I got cooked up for tonight does go completely against what I said earlier. Because in this one I have Dolphins plus 11.5. I'm gonna go through. I have Reds money line against the Cubs. We just heard why. I'm going Miami for this parlay. This is just a vision I could see. Bounce back of the fish. Miami plus 11.5. James Cook anytime touchdown. Take the running back. A-Chain for the Dolphins anytime touchdown, and Tyreek Hill anytime touchdown as well. I think he hasn't done shit this season, so he gets his touchdown on the stage. Rushing plus receiving yards. A-Chain I'm taking over. They use him a lot as a receiver and a running back. And then Dodgers money line is the last one there. This wins, giving all the money away. Tone? Go ahead.
Sounds promising and good to me, my friend. If you ask me where I'm going to go, we're going to start with an awkward one, people. We're going to go first half winner, Buffalo Bills. First half winner. We're going to start there. It's my lock of the day. First half winner, Buffalo Bills. Start there, people. Lock of the day. All right. Now we're gonna go over to I'm gonna bounce around a little bit, but just keep up with me. If I'm talking too fast, it's probably just because you're listening slow. All right, Mariners, I'll take the W. Mariners, I will take the W. Marlins, I'll take the W. Yankees, I'll take the W. I'll repeat: Mariners, Marlins, Yankees, W. Then we go over to the college football. I'm taking Rice for the W, and I'm taking their quarterback Chase Jenkins over 82.5 yards passing. People. As you know, we said we're fading the Cubs, so I'm going W, Cincinnati Reds, W, Cincinnati Reds. Over in football, back over to football, as I said before, Bills, minus 11.5. Bills, minus 11.5. Josh Allen, over 237 yards passing. Josh Allen, over 237.5 passing yards. Last but not least, Tua, under 236.5 yards. Tua, under 236.5 yards. There you have it, people. Tone the GOAT.
Well, there you have it. A long show today. We cleared an hour and 40 minutes. But folks, this was the Wanna Parlay Podcast, home of everything Wanna Parlay, the proud father of the $2 parlay and the world's richest parlay, where everyday people are turning $2 into $2,000. Today was a great show. We went over the college football and NFL slate. We went through every single one of them in NFL and obviously the good ones in college. We had my father on the show, and he joined us in picking the lines and what we like. So we'll see you on the head-to-head next episode, Tuesday, 9 a.m. Pacific, noon Eastern, and we'll go over all those winners and see how we did and line them up. But it was good stuff. Man, that was fun. Tone, you got any final words?
Hey man, that was a great show. I'm glad I got to meet Pops, man. Now I just got to come out to Cali and see how y'all rock out on a good sport time, you know. And drink one with your pops, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, shouts out to the Bells. And yeah, man, dope show. Shouts out to the whole audience. You already know the slogan, people. If you want to parlay, there's only one place you need to do it. Download Wanna Parlay today. Yes, sir.
Folks, we will see you guys next week, Tuesday, noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific. Folks, and make sure to like, comment, subscribe. It helps our channel tremendously. We appreciate all the love and support. We'll see you next week. Go Rams, go Falcons. And for the show's purpose, I guess not my parlay. I got two things trumping each other, but we'll take the Bills. I want the win over Lanny. I want it bad. All right. See you next week. Adios.